So really quick, really easy, that's it. The weakest link. I'm going to encourage you. It's not going to feel, for many of us, it doesn't feel comfortable. It's not something we do consciously. We don't set out going to do something new just to be beginning at it and just to be the least experienced person in that class. A lot of people that know I have a great affinity for martial arts, and I've taken a lot of different martial arts, right? And part of the reason why I've done this over the past is so that I can go into a brand new art that I know nothing about. I am actually back to being a white belt, a beginner to that technique, and now I'm the weakest person, right? I'm the person with the crappiest technique. But guess who has the fastest accelerated path for learning? Me, right? Or that person, that beginning mind person. So this is something now that you can know that you can use learning, you can make the act of learning, the embodiment of learning, feeling uncomfortable with being a student, right? If you could take this on and make it a tool, now you have something that a tool that you can use in other areas of your life. You literally have the opportunity to get better at getting better. That's not a common mindset. Most people are trying to avoid places where they won't shine. They're trying to avoid places where they can't be the best at something. You know, everybody's rewarded for, or everybody's acknowledged for being the best at stuff. We make fun of people sometimes that are the worst at things. Ironically, I'm saying that if you can put yourself in an environment where you're the not best, where you're the least good, the worst, but you find a way to figure it out, find a way to get better in that environment, you are indirectly learning, you're getting better at the act of getting better. And that's something that you carry with you in one domain and then to the next domain and then to the next domain. You ever wonder how people that find a way to get of means, right? All of it, you know, how high production people, they just start producing in all kind of areas of their life. We see it a lot of times with entertainers, right? Somebody that's perfected, that's good in front of a camera, an actor, the next thing you know, they're directing and they're writing books and they're doing all these different things, and they have all these unrelated businesses. Entrepreneurs, exceptional, right? Exceptional entrepreneurs are really good at this because most of what it takes to be successful in entrepreneurial life transfers into other areas of their life. So although they may start off being an entrepreneur in insurance or real estate or whatever it is, if they dedicate themselves and they start off as a beginner mind, right, and then they get better at getting better, then when they move from that domain into another domain, the same techniques they use to get better in the old domain will apply there. Been there, been here before, been there, done it, got the t-shirt, right? So being new to something won't freak you out. You won't even view it as a handicap. You just view it as step one, right? Especially when you've stuck with something long enough to climb the ladder. Hey, Daphne, climb the ladder. So that's the lesson that's the idea for today. That's the share for today. The weakest link, right? You want to find an area of your life, some aspect of something that demands a skill set of you where you can be the weakest person in the class. You can be the brand new person. Go learn something completely brand new. You don't have to have the intent to be the best in the world at it. You just have the intent to be better at it, because you're going to get better, not just at that thing. Let's just say it's learning a language. You're not trying to prove to yourself that you can be the best at learning a language. You're trying to show yourself that you can become better at the act of getting better at something new. Then, with that skill set, you can substitute out what the something new is, and you're still good at it. You're still good at getting better at it. Hoping that makes sense to you. I know I'm a little weird. I know, not typical stuff we learn about in business school or college or, but it's in the world, in the practical world I live in, these are things that make the most difference in the world. So that's why I like to share them. Again, this is just a video version of what I talk about on my podcast, Symbol Athletica. Right there, I think it might be backwards on this camera, I'm not sure. But if you like these type of things, it gives you things to think about. I encourage you to plug in, listen, take some notes. Another technique I'm going to share before I get off is just write notes. Listen, even if you don't need to write notes, take notes, because what happens in the act of you forcing yourself to make sense of it in such a way that your brain can respond, your neural networks can light up, it can make all the synapses and all the stuff and go through your nerves for your fingers to move in such a way to capture those ideas, the fact of you taking those understandings and making them something physical and tangible. There's some magic in that. And a lot of the times when you're writing notes, I'm going to be talking about a banana, and your brain's going to go to an orange, and you're going to be, oh my gosh, that makes totally sense. It's just you're going to make relationships, because that's the way the brain works. Everything's connected, and the more connections you make, the more powerful the connections you currently have become, and the greater potential of future connections become. That's why getting better at getting better can be so powerful, because the new world is a brand new world. Tomorrow is brand new for everyone. But if we can become this thing that steps into newness as an expert at translating newness into something that you want, you become magical in this world. Magical. An alchemist, an avatar. Powerful, powerful, powerful person. All right, and get off my bandwagon. All right, guys, hopefully you found that useful. And see you next time.